Hey everybody, welcome back again to Two Hands, One Drink, and today we're going to be doing the Caipirinha. Now, too often when I order a Caipirinha, what I get a glorified mojito, and this drink is bigger and bolder than a mojito as far as I'm concerned, and when it's done right, it is every bit as refreshing and wonderful, but it's definitely its own drink. So as we get started, let's do that thing, where you hit the like, you hit the subscribe, you hit the notification, because I would love to see you guys be a part of this growing community. I'm all in, and I want you guys to be a part of it. Okay, now, the Caipirinha is the national cocktail of Brazil. It's made with just 4 ingredients, typically: sugar, lime, ice, and cachaça. Now, cachaça is often called Brazilian rum. I think mainly because people have trouble pronouncing it. And you can use it as a substitute for rum in many drinks, and you get some really cool results when you do. And it's also made from fermented sugarcane, much like rum. But it's its own thing, okay? Its white versions are strong and grassy, and its barrel-aged gold versions are smoky and funky. And it's in this cocktail, the Caipirinha, where cachaça really just shines. It's just out of this world. The thing is, with this cocktail, I've never met 2 bartenders who do it the same way. It's so many variations. You'll see the whole half of a lime. You'll see tiny, thin wheels of lime put in there. You'll see some use sugar syrups, whereas others use great big, thick glops of brown sugar or demerara sugar. I've seen them shaken. I've seen them stirred. I've seen them rolled. I've seen so many different variants on how it's done. And I've tried a ton of different ones, and the thing that's cool is if you have these 4 ingredients and you balance them well, you're going to end up with a good Caipirinha. But this is the method that I think gives you the best one, and I like it. It's sort of a meditative build that we do right in the glass, and I really sort of dig that as it builds up. We don't have to put it in a separate thing and pour or anything like that. But first, we're going to do our lime, because we're going to need some skills on cutting up our limes for future drinks. And this is a cut that I want you all to know. So we've got a half lime here, which is what we need for the drink. And I'm going to start by taking the ends off the lime. Okay? And then you got this white rib running down the middle, and I'm just going to do a little V-notch here in the middle and take that guy out. All right? So you have this. Ends off, and a nice little sort of canoe dug out of the middle there. And then for this drink, I'm going to cut this in quarters. Okay, just like so. 4 little sort of cubed up quarters of lime ready to go. Okay, let's set that aside. We're all prepped and ready. In our glass, where we're going to begin, we're going to be putting in about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of sugar. Okay, so I'm just going to get 2 nice, really heaping bar spoons of sugar in there. That usually gives me what I need for this drink. That's pretty good. Okay, if you need a little more, go through a little more. It's okay. I'm going to drop in these lime wedges. I like to put them with the skin facing down into the sugar as much as humanly possible, so that when we begin muddling these guys to release all that juice, we can also grind that peel right into the sugar as well. And that releases the oils from the rind, and we get some of that bitter pith out of there as well, and we really start blending those flavors and dissolving that lime together. Now, if you remember from the mojito video, I said, just give it 1 or 2 sort of muddles. Not 1 or 2, you know what I mean? Just a very little bit of muddling, because we don't want to release too much of the bitterness. In this one, I want you to really grind away. There's no bitters in this cocktail. This is the sole source of bitter in this drink. So I really give this a good, healthy, crushing muddle to make sure all that lime juice and all those oils and everything is mixed up, the sugar's mixed in, and we have this beautiful, rustic, gorgeous glass at this point. I love this. Okay, to this, 2 ounces cachaça. Okay, that's a good ballpark. If you want a little more, a little less, that's fine. No worries. So give that a little stir. Just start bringing everything together there. And now in goes our ice. Okay, about 5 regular-sized cubes, 5 or 6 of those. And, you could use a large ice cube that you just freshly cracked. That's fine too, but I don't want crushed ice. Okay, I want nice, good-sized cubes. And now we're going to give it our 100 stirs. And this is usually where I start to fast forward the video, but I have one quick note to say about this mix. I don't have a chilled glass here, and my cachaça is at room temperature also. There are some people who say you want to make sure everything's nice and chilled so you don't over dilute, but that's why I'm using nice big pieces of ice. I want these guys to start melting a little bit to give me some of the dilution that this cocktail needs, okay? Because when you think about these ingredients, I mean, without the water coming into it at this stage, you've just got cachaça, lime, and sugar. I mean, ultimately, you're sort of close to a tequila shot when you do that. So the water is a big part of the mixer that goes into this cocktail. So by having a room temperature glass and room temperature cachaça, this stirring process is going to dilute the drink down such that we have a really awesome mixed cocktail when we're all done. Okay, and as per usual, I have of course lost track, but we're gonna say it's 100 stirs. What the heck, right? I'm sure we're pretty close. And then this is how I like to serve it. You know, it doesn't get, a fruity garnish or a mint sprig or anything like that. And from every Brazilian bartender I've ever talked to, never a straw. Okay, it does not. This is not a straw drink. Sometimes they'll serve with a little stirring implement, so you can keep stirring it as you go. But I don't like single-use stuff in my cocktails. If you haven't caught on to that by now, I find that wasteful, and I find that this is a beautiful way to serve this drink. Oh my God, that is so good. Sugar, lime, spirits. It's out of this world. That grassiness from the cachaça is just so refreshing. The drink works. It's simple to build. It is a great way to expand your cocktail repertoire. And I'm here to tell you, this is a hot day sipper with almost no equal. It's just fantastic. If you've never made one, please go out and make one. Give this sucker a try and tell me what you think. I love, love, love this drink, okay? This is what it should look like when you're done, in my opinion. All right, leave a comment, send me an email, tell me more, give me ideas. All I hope you do is try it, and I hope you enjoy.